The storm is here! Run!
To the shelter! Hurry! This way! Follow me!
Long, long ago, in a peaceful Nigerian village called Ayanmo, people lived happily among tall trees and flowing rivers. The village was full of music, laughter, and ancient traditions passed down from generation to generation. But the greatest treasure of Ayanmo village was not gold or land. It was a sacred talking drum kept by the village elders. The elders said the drum carried the voice of the ancestors. Once every year, the villagers gathered for a great festival. Music filled the air, drums echoed across the land, and the sacred drum was brought out for everyone to see. Among the villagers was a curious young girl named Amara. Amara loved drums more than anything in the world. But in Ayanmo village,
What secrets
girls
do
were
you
not
hold?
allowed to become
Your
drummers.
light shows me
As
the
Amara's
way.
fingers
Tell
touched
me
the
your
sacred
story.
drum, a powerful sound echoed across the village. The drum began to glow, and a mysterious voice spoke. Amara. Among the crowd stood Obina, a proud hunter. He had always believed the sacred drum should belong to someone strong like him. Seeing the drum choose, Amara filled his heart with jealousy. That night, the village of Ayanmo slept peacefully, but someone was still awake. In the darkness, a shadow entered the shrine. Slowly, carefully, the sacred drum was lifted, and the thief disappeared into the night. When morning came, the elders opened the shrine, but the sacred drum was gone. The village fell into fear. Without the drum, the ancestors could no longer protect Ayanmo. After some days that the drum was not be found, the villagers became so panicked. The storm did not stop. Wind roared through the village of Ayanmo. Rain poured from the sky. The elders knew the truth. The ancestors was angry. Without the sacred drum, the ancestors could no longer protect the village. In the middle of the storm, Amara heard something strange, a distant rhythm. Boom, boom,
I have to
boom.
reach the light!
The sacred drum was
Almost
calling
there.
her
Keep
from
going.
the forest. Look toward the dark forest. But the forest at night was full of danger. Will Amara find the sacred drum and save the village?
If you enjoyed this African story, please subscribe and turn on notifications.